Hey guys, Freddy here. Must be time for another subbing story. So, if you have had me in class for the past couple of years, you know that I can sing. Obviously I'm not good enough to go pro, but, yeah, I can sing. And sometimes I can belt it out. I only got like one good belt song in me before I'm spent, but yeah, I can sing. So here's how kids discovered I could sing. So back at a certain middle school, must have been I think it was as late as my 6th year subbing. There were a bunch of kids in the advisory class. Not sure all of them belonged there. I think a lot of them just came into the advisory class because they liked hanging out with the teacher. And a few of them liked dancing, and for some reason kids are always trying to get me to dance. And if you know me, you know that there is nothing in this world more boring to me than watching people dance. I mean, I don't deny the talent of it. I know that you got to start really young if you're going to dance professionally, because when you get old like me, your joints start to stiffen up and can't move like you once did. And I mean, even at 29, I notice a difference between what I used to be and what I am now. But a whole bunch of these middle school girls in particular were like, hey, come on, dance. And I'm like, no, I don't know how to dance, and there's nothing more boring than watching people dance. So I said, I'll tell you what, I'll sing. And you know, that'll be my deal. I'll sing, that way I don't have to dance. And so then they're like, okay, fine, whatever. I'm not sure they were expecting much, but it was around wintertime, right before Christmas break. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's the same day that the office called my name and said that I had won a gift card just because I had subbed for a teacher the entire month prior. And my point is, it was wintertime, and they were even handing out like Christmas gifts to the teachers. So what happened was, I sang this song called Christmas and Me Are Through by Your Vegas. It's a breakup song about how this guy's girlfriend left him on Christmas or whatever. He's just done with the whole holiday as a result of that, which I don't agree with the sentiment of that, but hey, if you're grieving, you tend to believe a lot of really dumb stuff. But the reason I chose that song to sing is because at the very end, it ends with Christmas and me are through, and you hold that me for a full 8 seconds, and you hold that through for 5 seconds. And those of you who can sing, and I'm sure those of you who can't, you know that holding a note for 8 seconds is torturous. And then in the same breath having to hold another note for 5 seconds is even worse. But I ended up doing it. I ended up belting that song, and everyone's jaw was on the floor, and they asked me to sing some other Christmas song, and I can't remember what I ended up singing, but probably something by Taylor Swift. I don't know. No, Mariah Carey, that's what it was. But that one I can't sing very well. But Your Vegas, Christmas and Me Are Through, it's a good song. And then later on that year, at the high school that I'm from, I mean, word traveled all throughout that middle school. And then at the district that I'm from, the way they found out I could sing was I just had this running gag every time someone would get called out of class or like get called by the office, hey, you're going home. I would go, any last words? Then I would start singing, it's been a long day without you, my friend. And I was being silly. Probably not going to do that anymore, given all the junk that's happened this past summer and this past school year. But a couple of kids were like, whoa, you actually hit all the notes, and you hit them right. Like, sing something else. And I was like, do your work. And maybe, but I can remember at the very end of the year, they persuaded me to sing something, and I chose On Top of the World by Imagine Dragons, which I think is their best song, especially since it starts with, if you love somebody, better tell them while they're here, 'cause they just may run away from you. And, I thought that would be my last year, but it turned out I had another year left in me. But I was already sowing the seeds. So, yeah. And I'm sure a bunch of you are wondering, well, why haven't you sung on your YouTube channel yet? Well, I'm deathly afraid of copyright strikes. I mean, the little that I sang in this video, I'm really hoping does not copyright claim this video. But, if I make it, it'll be worth it. And if I don't, I'll just re-record. But, anyways, won't be doing that much anymore. But it was fun while it lasted. I will say I am a little bit sick of singing Let It Go, because that was the most requested song, and I don't even like that song. It's to the lyrics, it's all about you're free to be bad, so go ahead and be bad. You have the power and the resources to be bad, so go ahead and be bad. Please don't be bad. Like, literally, I'm in the middle of writing a sermon about Romans 6, about how when we choose to be good, we shouldn't want to turn back bad. But even so, I could still belt it out. I even sang it at summer camp. Hey. Maybe if I'm working in a hospital and a patient wants to hear their favorite song and I know it, maybe I could sing it for them. You never know. But all this to say, if you're talented or something, let it show. Don't let your talents go to waste. Otherwise, what's the point in having those talents? I mean, seriously. Why bother knowing how to sing if you don't sing? Why bother knowing how to play the violin if you don't play the violin? What's the point in being gifted, physically, which I am not? What's the point of being gifted physically if you don't put that to good use? Playing sports or something. But yeah, throughout subbing, I did act very reluctant whenever people ask me to sing. But let me let you in on a little secret. I was never all that reluctant. I mean, yeah, I did use it as a discipline tool. If you're good, I'll sing. If you're not good, I won't sing. And there are times where I had to say, okay, I'm not singing. You ruined it. But I was actually never all that reluctant to sing because I enjoy it. And if the students requested it, then hey, the looks on their faces was absolute gold. So anyways, if you have a talent, share it with the world. Otherwise, you're going to regret it. And don't do anything you'll regret.